Hello, it's CweCwe and we're back with another video. What are we doing today?
Unfortunately, a tragedy again. Another tragic story where a young girl got violated. But before we get into all of that, let's just check out this clip first, and then you tell me what you think.
This is the shocking case which the whole of South Africa is talking about right now. And there's been some big updates. Bergview College, a school in the Eastern Cape, has been deregistered by the department after a 7-year-old girl was raped on the school premises. The reason the school has been deregistered is because they are refusing to cooperate with the parents and police in the investigation. And shockingly, the school apparently told the parents not to make a scene about the incident and even requested that the child move to a different school. And now the police have announced that they officially have 3 suspects, 2 of which are staff members at the school. And one of these suspects is the school principal. I can't share a lot of information about the incident because it is heartbreakingly graphic. However, the whole country is demanding justice for this poor innocent little girl, and there's been massive outcry on social media and in public marches.
So what are your thoughts on all that?
This is tragic. You know, my heart really sank like when I heard, CweCwe's mother in the interview of CweCwe's mother, basically like explaining what happened, like the whole situation. You can't listen to that story without almost crying or even crying. And it's like, it's terrible because especially as a parent, you can't help but think, what if this happened to my child? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, even if you're not a parent, it's not hard for you to imagine that that is bad. Like, that's such a terrible thing. And the fact that she was given quite a run around and people were not actively helping her from the school just makes it even worse, like for me personally. So it's like, I know she obviously had to deal with a lot as a parent, knowing and moving through a child who has gone through that. And also you being a victim of sexual assault as well. How triggering must that have been, as a parent? And also dealing with your child is in pain and there's not much you can do, you know what I'm saying? And you can't help them in a sense where you can take away that trauma. Now their life is changed, like their life has changed. She'll never be the same. Her innocence is taken away, and it's just not fair.
Unfortunately, from what I heard about the story, the parents have been trying to get justice for for about 5 months, but without the help of the school, they found it very difficult to do so.
That's crazy for me, because if they really care, because it seems like they were trying to, maintain this reputation of theirs or whatever, or protect their according to what they're saying. All right, which I feel like there's more to it than that, because I feel like if you truly want to spare the reputation of you'll avoid it from getting bigger, and the only way you can avoid it from getting bigger is if you clear your name, right? Because the more that you try to ignore or you push the people away, like, it's obviously going to garnish more attention, and it's going to be like, well, why are you acting shady? What are you hiding? And the fact that it happened while she was at school, you are responsible for my child's safety while they are at the school. Like, you can't now try and put yourself out of the equation. I have entrusted you with my child's safety for those hours, that they are at school, or at least within the school premises. And if you really cared about your so-called reputation of your school, you were going to cooperate. You were going to cooperate to prove the innocence, unless you know that's something and you're trying to hide something.
Well, to me, the school's refusal to cooperate with police is an admission of guilt.
Yes.
That's what it looks like.
On its own.
Because the school doesn't have any reason not to cooperate with police in order to find out who the culprit is, unless one of the staff is involved.
Absolutely.
So the school refusing to cooperate is an admission of guilt to me.
Or possibly a very important staff member.
Yeah. So there are some suspects who have been accused of doing this.
Yes.
And one of them is the principal. So the principal refusing to cooperate with the police is an admission of guilt in my book.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it had to take social media, it had to take people making the story relevant to mainstream media for the relevant people to get involved.
Yes.
Actually want to do something about this case. But the sad truth about all of this, is that you're gonna see a lot of political grandstanding.
Yes.
You're gonna see a lot of virtue signaling. You're gonna see a lot of that. You're gonna see a lot of politicians talking about this issue. Politicians that don't care. Talking about this issue.
Yes.
Because unfortunately, in South Africa, this kind of crime happens far too often.
Yeah.
And the very politicians that you're gonna hear talking about this issue have the power to do something about it, but choose not to.
Yes. And the fact that we still are discussing this after so many months and nothing has been done about it, after she's knocked on, different doors with the department and the police and things like that, and it's moving so slowly, you know what I mean? It should be a telltale, because it's not like the child was found in a random place, maybe unconscious or whatever, and now they don't know what happened, who or what, This child is coming from school, from the school. Like, it shouldn't be hard for us to track down the person that did this. Like, it shouldn't be that hard, unless this is a whole thing, a secret thing that is going on in the school that is well known, and she's probably not even the first or the only victim. It's just that maybe with others it hasn't been founded, or maybe other parents haven't been, speaking up. We don't know. I'm just speculating. But the way that it happened, it kind of scares me and makes me feel like this is not the first time. That is organized from the caretaker to whoever. The caretaker, I feel like they should answer. They should answer. There's some answers we need from the caretaker as well. And everybody who was present at the school that day. Everybody who was present at the school.
Yeah, it's a highly sensitive topic, and
absolutely,
the parents need answers.
Yeah,
the parents definitely need answers. And like I said, unfortunately, we're just gonna see a lot of grandstanding, and possibly politicians just coming out, making statements, using this as a PR scheme just to get notoriety in the Eastern Cape. If you remember, the Eastern Cape is still like the ANC stronghold.
Yeah,
that's the last province that the ANC
want.
That the ANC is dominating in. So
you're
gonna see a lot of the ANC coming out there and grandstanding and making the people there feel like they're on top of it, and they're gonna make sure.
And the crazy thing is that they're not even the ones that are now ahead of the whole justice for cook. It's the UDMs and the.
But my thing is that growing up in South Africa, especially in this day and age, like you grow up and you just see these things happen over and over and over again, and you just see the same patterns happening. Politicians are just going to come out, make statements, and reassure the public that there's something that's going to be done about it. And then within a week or two, people are going to forget, and then we're just back to default settings until the next tragedy happens. To me, that's what makes this.
We're way too reactive, and even the reactions is just not good enough. It's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we move.
That's what makes this thing just icky, It's just normalized. That's the thing that makes it icky to me.
Yeah.
This kind of crime, violent crime towards children is normalized.
It's normalized.
Like, this is not going to be the last time you hear about something like this.
And the fact that grown adults don't want to be a part of taking action against what happened, it scares me, because that's how comfortable they also are about it. Like, it just shows me that this is nothing new to them. Like, this is crazy. Yeah.
So unfortunately, school is supposed to be one of those sacred places where children are supposed to feel safe. You're supposed to go to school and not worry about these kind of things happening to you. But unfortunately, because our law enforcement and our political system is failing, we are having
criminals.
A lot of these instances happening year after year after year, and nothing's being done about it. So my only thing is that we're just gonna see a lot of people talking about it, virtue signaling and wanting justice and all of that, but then literally probably tomorrow, even next week, it's going to be another story. Nothing's going to be done about it. So that to me is like the sad reality of all of this. Nothing's going to be done about this.
Like, they don't care about us. They just...
So I don't know, like as a society we really need to look into resolving this issue, because for the longest time our women and children do not feel safe in the society. They are suffering. Some of them get these encounters and they are too afraid to go to the police. Some of them, encounter these issues, and because they know that the justice system is not going to do anything about it, they choose not to report it.
And the victim now is the one that's being blamed and stuff. There's a lot of victim blaming. Like, look at how they didn't want to, instead of handling the situation, they decided that the girl must go. She's the problem. She must go.
That's very bad.
That's terrible.
So we have a very deep-rooted issue that's affecting our kids very badly. This kid will never be the same.
Never. It's not possible.
This kind of thing should not be happening.
No.
We should not allow this kind of thing to be happening.
No, we can't. South Africa, we can't let this. We can't let this happen. We can't. Our children can't live in... We can't live in fear for our children's safety. That's just crazy.
Yeah, but unfortunately, people are going to use this tragic event as a way to push agendas. PR, grandstanding. That's all I'm going to be saying. But as long as maybe the parents get the help that they need to resolve this case, at least they'll get the closure, and at least CweCwe will get some justice, because at the end of the day, that's what we all want ultimately.
Absolutely.
It's a very tragic story, and I really hope we don't hear a lot more of these stories in the near future. But it is what it is. You guys just let us know what you think about this whole situation.
Yeah, let us know.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And keep watching. Goodbye.
We'll check you guys in the next one.